They say life has a strange way of hiding giants in plain sight, and that's exactly what happened the day a tired single dad pushing a mop bucket walked into the path of a Navy SEAL Admiral. It started on a quiet Tuesday morning. The base was waking up, boots hitting concrete, orders echoing across the yard. And in the middle of all that power, all that discipline, stood Evan Cole, a janitor with soft eyes, worn shoes, and a heart that carried more weight than any backpack on that base. He wasn't military. He wasn't trained to salute. He just cleaned floors, emptied bins, and prayed no one noticed the sadness he carried since losing his wife 12 months earlier. He worked nights, slept little, and raised his 8-year-old son alone, and yet he greeted everyone with a nod, a smile, a "good morning, sir," because no matter how broken he felt, he still believed kindness mattered. Most people saw him as invisible. Except on that morning, when Admiral Hawthorne, the kind of man whose medals had medals, stopped in front of him with a smirk. "Son," the Admiral chuckled, eyeing the mop, "if you were one of my men, what would your call sign be?" His officers laughed. It was meant as a joke. A harmless jab at the janitor nobody really knew. Evan froze. He didn't want trouble, but he also didn't want to lie. So he lifted his head, looked the Admiral straight in the eye, and said quietly, "Lone Eagle." Everything stopped. The Admiral's smile died so fast you could hear the air leave his chest. His face drained of color. His officers stopped laughing. Because Lone Eagle wasn't just a call sign, it was a ghost. A legend whispered only in classified rooms. A sniper who saved an entire SEAL team during an ambush overseas. A man who vanished after the mission. A man believed dead. The Admiral swallowed. "State your name," he demanded, but this time his voice wasn't mocking. It was shaking. Evan gently placed his mop against the wall. "Evan Cole, former staff sergeant. I left after the accident after my wife." His voice cracked, but he steadied it. "I didn't want my son to grow up without a parent." The Admiral blinked hard. This janitor, this quiet, tired single father, was the same man who once crawled through enemy fire alone, protecting soldiers he didn't even know. Hawthorne took a step toward him, not as an admiral, but as a human being. "Sergeant, why didn't you tell anyone?" Evan sighed. "Sir, some people serve by fighting. Some serve by cleaning the space others fight in. I'm just doing my part." And something powerful shifted. The Admiral saluted him. Imagine that, an admiral saluting a janitor. His officers followed. Every single one. Evan's eyes filled. Not from pride, but from the reminder that gentleness is not weakness, and the world still honors quiet heroes. The Admiral placed a hand on his shoulder. "Lone Eagle, you're not invisible here. If you ever need anything, this base, this family, stands with you." Oh, for the first time in a long time, Evan felt seen. Later that day, when he picked up his son from school and told him what happened, the boy hugged him and whispered, "Dad, you're my hero every day." And maybe that's the real story. Not about call signs or ranks, but about a man who carried pain with grace, who chose kindness when life gave him every reason to be bitter. A man who showed a whole base that sometimes the greatest warriors are the ones who keep going quietly, humbly, selflessly. And it reminds us that kindness still matters. More than power, more than titles, more than the roles we play.